Hi, yes. I would like to order one extra large banana split sundae, please.
Sorry, Donkey Kong Country. You're too old to order from the kids menu.
What? Too old? But I drink banana juice from squeezy pouches.
Donkey Kong Country, the game where Donkey Kong decided to embark on a glorious expedition around his entire country in just one day. I mean, that's pretty impressive if you ask me. In fact, it's so impressive that they actually renamed the country after Donkey Kong himself. Now that just goes to show you just how much of a legend Donkey Kong really is. Released on November 18th, 1994, for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, this game showed us that it actually is possible to make an SNES game with pre-rendered 3D graphics, unlike anything we've ever experienced before. Like seriously, have you ever seen the graphics in this game? They still hold up to this day. This is easily one of the greatest achievements of mankind. But wait, first Yoshi gets his own island, and now Donkey Kong gets his own flippin' country? Geez, how the heck are these guys affording all this land?
So why isn't this game called Donkey Kong World instead? How are these barrel cannons magically floating in midair? Why do the graphics in this game look so flippin' realistic? And where the heck did Donkey Kong get that fancy red tie of his? Well, time to swing on some vines like our boy Tarzan.
This game is a 2D side-scrolling platformer, and a complete reboot of the Donkey Kong franchise. The story begins when a giant crocodile named King K. Rool and his evil army of Kremlings end up stealing the Kong's entire banana horde from their cave. So it's up to Donkey Kong and his nephew Diddy Kong to reclaim their banana horde and defeat the Kremlings once and for all. Yeah, that's pretty much it, plot-wise. Donkey and Diddy both serve as the two playable characters in this game. They always run alongside each other, and you can swap between them at any given time. Donkey is stronger and defeats enemies more easily, while Diddy is faster and more agile. Both Donkey and Diddy can walk, run, jump, roll, and throw certain objects as projectiles. However, Donkey can cause a flippin' earthquake by slapping the ground in order to defeat your enemies or find hidden bonus items.
Oh wow, that's a pretty cool fun fact. So apparently, Donkey Kong can just cause a massive earthquake whenever he wants to. Well, that reminds me of another cool fun fact. Did you know that Paul McCartney was actually in a band before Wings?
That's shocking.
Yeah, he was always my favorite member of Wings.
You begin the game on a world map that keeps track of your progress and provides access to 40 levels in total. You have to complete each level while traversing the environment, jumping between platforms, and avoiding all sorts of enemies and obstacles. These levels come in a wide variety of different themes, including jungles, mountains, caves, mines, factories, and underwater reefs. Some levels also feature unique mechanics, like swinging ropes and vines, rideable minecarts, and blasting out of barrel cannons. How these things are floating in midair is beyond me. Each world ends with a boss fight against a larger version of an enemy you've already encountered before. Sound familiar? Donkey and Diddy can both defeat their enemies by jumping on them, rolling into them, or throwing barrels at them. If you get hit by an enemy or obstacle, one of the Kongs ends up running away, and you will immediately take control of the other Kong. However, you will only be able to control that Kong until you rescue the other Kong from a barrel in the level.
Wait, why do one of the Kongs run away when they get hit by an enemy? Why can't they just fight back instead? It doesn't make any sense. It's like saying your pet rock died. Or better yet, it's like trying to remember the lyrics to the original Batman theme song.
Within certain levels, you can rescue a special animal buddy that provides the Kongs with unique abilities, similar to Yoshi from the Mario series. These animal buddies include Rambi, a rhino that can charge into enemies and find hidden entrances, On Guard, a swordfish that can defeat underwater enemies with its bill, Squawks, a parrot that carries a lantern in dark areas, Espresso, an ostrich that flies, and Winky, a frog that can jump high. Each level contains all kinds of collectibles for you to find, such as bananas, animal tokens, red balloons, and 4 letters that spell out the word Kong. These items can be found either within the main level or by discovering hidden bonus stages, where the items are obtained by solving certain puzzles. You start off the game with 6 lives, instead of the usual 3 or 5, and if you lose all of them, then you know exactly what happens. You don't need me to explain it. Collecting 100 bananas, all 4 Kong letters, a red balloon, or 3 of the same animal token gives you an extra life.
Oh hey, guys, I actually know another game series that features extra lives in it. Super Mario. Ah, bless you. Oh, that wasn't a sneeze, that was just a cough. Oh, well, cough you.
You can also visit the other members of the Kong family on the world map. First up, we have Funky Kong, who operates a full-on flight service, allowing you to travel across different areas of Donkey Kong Island. Wait, I thought this game was called Donkey Kong Country. Oh, and Funky Kong is obviously the best Kong of all time. I will listen to any brave answers that say otherwise. And then there's Cranky Kong, the age-old incarnation of Donkey Kong from the original arcade game, who provides you with tips and fourth-wall-breaking humor, just like in Chowder. And finally, we have Candy Kong, who saves your progress in between levels, and also the Kong that every 12-year-old is in love with. Don't ask why. You can actually increase your game completion percentage by finding these hidden bonus levels. Reaching the maximum 101% in a save file results in a different story ending, which is pretty cool. This game also features 2 multiplayer game modes, Contest Mode and Team Mode. In the competitive Contest Mode, you and a friend take turns playing through each level as quickly as humanly possible. And in the cooperative team mode, you both play as a tag team. Sounds like fun.
And now for the flaws. Let's get to them before I fall head over heels for Candy Kong.
Well, really the only flaw that I have with this game is that the boss fights are a little too simplistic. Now they aren't bad by any means, I just wish they were a bit more challenging, that's all. And if they were more difficult, then they definitely wouldn't make me grind my gears nearly as much. Oh, and also, like I mentioned previously, these bosses are just bigger versions of enemies you've already seen before, which really reminds me of a certain other game, ahem. Like seriously, why are these bosses so simple? And why couldn't they be original enemies instead? Man, this is even worse than that one time Ozzy Osbourne stumbled his words in that interview.
Are you sober now?
No, yeah. I'm never, but
Oh, come on, Ozzy. You were supposed to answer the woman's question, not read out a QR code.
But despite this one tiny little flaw, it barely even makes a dent in this absolute masterpiece of a game. In fact, this is way more than just a game. It's a dang paradigm shift that set new standards for video games as a whole. This game totally goes beyond our expectations for 16-bit games and platforming games in general, and it's one of the very few titles that's actually as good as its own hype. This game set a new quality standard that so many developers would attempt to imitate later on, and the visuals are by far the best aspect of the entire package. So with that being said, I'm giving Donkey Kong Country 97 out of 100 Mario hats. The graphics in this game are a major technological achievement, and the sheer amount of detail put into them is unprecedented for a 16-bit title. The character animations rival those of a flippin' Disney movie, and this game proves there's still plenty of potential in the platforming genre. This game is so addictive, exciting, and accessible, and there's just so much imagination, humor, variety, depth, puzzles, and secrets jam-packed into this incredible gaming experience. Keep all those bananas securely stored in your deep dark caves, everybody.
Okay guys, so next time we meet, we'll be taking a look at The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom for the Nintendo Switch. Yes, finally, a game on a different console this time around. Hooray! Man, it sure has been quite a while since I reviewed a Zelda game, and here, it looks like our boy Link is officially returning to the open world sandbox environment once again, so stay tuned for that. Oh, and remember, gaming is not a crime. Until then, and stay awesome sauce. What? Oof. Hey, who left this banana peel on the floor?